Welcome everyone to a Sacred Symbols reading. I'm your host, Desiree DeMars, and it is December 1st, 2024. New moon happened yesterday here in the Northern Hemisphere. There's so much going on. I don't even know where to begin with the astrological, astronomical influences, but I'm sure you're all feeling it. Um, I think I'd like to just dive into the reading and go from there. Let the bones speak. Let the the ancestors bring their guidance and wisdom to bring clarity and understanding about how to be a living frequency, a conscious frequency for the I am presence during this time of great transition and transformation. So I invite you now, if you're traveling along with me in the invocation and don't want to skip forward to the reading, I'm inviting you to tune into your breath. So closing your eyes, whether you're laying down, sitting, just allowing yourself to settle into the physical body, this beautiful container, or this journey that we're on, a soul having a human experience on this earth plane. And just imagine yourself settling in, tailbone sinking down toward the cushion, the chair, the platform that you're on. And then gently becoming aware of this brilliant white light that resides above us always, but that we intentionally are inviting in through our central channel and allowing that to root itself all the way down to the center of the earth. Down, 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 grounding this expansive frequency into the expansion that is within the earth in this iron, nickel, molten lava core of the Divine Mother, the earth blood that revitalizes, refreshes, regenerates, creates new land masses, brings life to the planet through her alchemy, right? Her alchemization of all the elementals there, all these same aspects that we'll be calling in as we create a sacred circle. Know that it is there at the core of the earth. It is just another layer or level of reflection of us rooted in so that we are anchored, connected, and grounded to this earth plane that nourishes us. It's like the umbilical cord. So just imagine that reflecting to this base chakra right at the tailbone, the color red, your hemoglobin, your red blood cells, and feel that activation so that it sparks, right, a domino effect of all of the chakras being open, fully functioning, front and back, balanced and aligned. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and white, and now spilling out over the top of your head and affirming this incredible vortex of energy or toroidal field that is that auric field, right? The Akash, the expanded layer or level of consciousness that we have, which at the heart center, just imagine that horizontal field expanding out. So we're not only vertical, but we're horizontal. So we are a holographic universe in and of ourselves. And feel that heart connection, that heart awareness, the consciousness of the energy field of the heart. Feel how it can direct or align itself with the head if we are so receptive to it. So feel that alignment, that coherence forming between the heart and the head as we become aware of that. And that then is reflective of the sacred circle that we are creating here, co-creating for the reading. And we're calling in then the Divine Mother, the Heavenly Father, infinite creator of all that is, that sacred and divine masculine and feminine within us, knowing that together there is no polarity. It is actually complementary, and together those two opposites create the all that is. It's a completion, a fullness, a wholeness. Feel that wholeness here at this new moon in Sagittarius 2024. It's the perfect time to create new intentions that we want to see come into fulfillment by the full moon. So just imagine that can well up instantaneously from the heart, spontaneously from your imagination, especially as you allow yourself to be in a state of innocence, this childlike sense of awe and wonder that is you, that is what you came in on a soul level to simply shine or to be, right? This unbridled imagination that's within you, that's creative. So feeling all of this energy flowing in its natural state, expanding and grounding you at the same time, bringing your awareness to a deeper level of understanding or direct revelation about your presence of being versus the doing. This is just a little break you're taking from the doing into the being. So join me now as we call in all of the directions, the east, the south, the west, the north, above, below, and the middle. Come and be with us. Come and be with us on this incredible day and time of new moon energies, of Sagittarius awakening and expanding this Jupiterian energy field within us and without. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. Bring us guidance, understanding, gratitude, and appreciation from the heart to connect with these higher realms, higher levels of experience so that we may understand them more fully as we are evolving, even through our DNA being affected by all of the elementals: earth, air, fire, water, ether, plasma, neutrinos, gammas, these solar activities that are happening as we pass through the photon belt, as we are completing this Yuga cycle, this Kali Yuga, the first half of the Kali Yuga, now in the Aquarian energy field of allowing more light to flow through us, co-creativity, inventions, right? Spontaneous sparks of creative life force. Come and be with us. Come and be with us as we sit beside us, all of our guides, angels, teachers, guardians, those seen and unseen, the magical and the mystical, the two-legged, the four-legged, the many-legged, the winged ones, the finned ones, and the creepy crawlers. Come and be with us as we sit in the knowing of expanding the sacred circle to go beyond the physical body, beyond the room we're sitting in, beyond the building that we're in, and out into the field of where our ancestors once roamed and now are evolving as we evolve to mirror or parallel our experience so that we can easily receive information from across the veil from all of those who we are connected to. And especially, I invite you to call in any guides or energy forms within you or without you that are here to guide you with protection and healthy boundaries. Right? Call in that shield of power and protection so that what is mine and what is yours is yours. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. All of our ancestors, those who have gone before us, lived a good life and transcended and are now here working on our behalf. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. All of those whose names we do not know, but whose blood runs through our veins, sit beside us in this energy field of gratitude and appreciation, of creative flow, and align your wisdom with our knowing field, right? So that we may connect. And it would be a part of our nature, effortless, ease and grace. Let us move through this with ease and grace, at a speed, at a ratio, at a dynamic that is simple and easy for us to integrate, because we know that integration is the key part to any kind of initiation or healing, right? And we need to be able to integrate it so that it's in our body, it's in our mind, it's in our cells, not just a logical, linear thinking process. So come and be with us. Come and be with us. All that we have called upon to be in our presence in the sacred circle. Here today, new moon, Sagittarian energy, expanding our awareness of our galactic citizenry so that we no longer participate in a frequency or an energy that is creating war, that is creating destruction, uh, and opening our hearts so that whatever is happening, we may expand to the realms that understand it on a greater level to be able to accept it for what it is, knowing that for what it is, it too is supporting some kind of evolutionary process that we may not yet be aware of. It's awakening our consciousness. So, with that said, may we also know that all that is received here today go out into the world and be received by those we come in contact with simply by the state of our being. In full faith, so be it. Aho. So I'm going to invite you now to blow into the basket 3 times with that intention or inquiry that comes from the heart, so that all the doors and gates are open to the realities that we want to receive information from, and we feel safe and protected, and that all the doors and gates be closed to any of those who wish to cause us harm. In full faith, so be it. Ah, 3 times. Thank you. So here we are at the point of reading the bones. It's interesting to me today how this has all been really compacted. Look how it feels like layers and layers. Uh, so rather than try to go through all the layers to keep things short, I'm going to try my best to look at what's at the center and look at what's around the inquiry. I thought it was fascinating too that the pieces actually didn't really want to fall out of the basket, and then they all came out at once. So that was kind of fascinating. Just think about that. And notice also, I'm noticing here's the inquiry, a lot, is coming out of it or coming into it. Here you are right here, and it's all about the heart, attuning maybe to the collective and what has been in the past unable, unclear, inaccessible, because really it's like this little timekeeper saying, right now, what's happening is an expansion, and underneath it is like it's uranium, it's like explosive, it's electrical, it's transformative. So things from underneath are really bursting forth or wanting to come forth and reveal themselves. Just know that through your sacred times, through ceremony, this is buffalo tooth, and you will be provided for. A reminder here of deer toe saying, that innocence and wonder, all like wonder. And then closest to you is the blueprint facing down, kind of an internal experience of the blueprint. But here is the shaman right on top of it, saying that there are things that are not yet created. So this is what I see with the timekeepers. One flew way out over here, which you can't see, and the other, but they're both facing down. So it's like there's a little bit of a pause right now. I think it's the grace of the end of the year to have time to review. Here is Mother. Mother is right on top of Mercury. So really, take in any kind of information or understanding you can about the feminine, about mother within you, your mother, if she's still alive, your mother on the other side of the veil. There's some deep wisdom here about the divine feminine. In fact, it's something that is influential right now for the bigger picture about a transfiguration or um, a complete transformation, right? Uh, and that is what's key, holding the bigger picture, allowing this Plutonian energy that's much bigger than us. Venusian, here we have Venus, the Sun, and Neptune. No wonder it's like things are foggy, things are expansive, things are clear, things are definitely wanting to be in alignment, right, with truth, love, and beauty. That is what is important. And we have the ancient ancestors here on the masculine side, our paternal ancient ones. And then we have a maternal ancient one here. So the ancient ones are really coming in. I believe this was somewhat like that. And, so there's something really key about grounding in order to really, this is our crown chakra, to really receive these downloads that are here and present for us. A lot of things here on their side right now. So it's really asking us during this time of pause to look at both sides, look at the bigger picture. We have Eagle Condor here really saying, look from the inside out and really do any kind of clearing you need around your home. That's important right now, or your property. And then the ancestors are all gathered here. It's almost like they're starting to gather before the holidays, I think. But there's something important about home and reflecting about what home is on the inside internally for you, or where maybe you're contemplating a move. Where is home? Where is the next home for me? Along with, of course, this fundamental or foundational aspect of soul retrieval, ancestral healing, so that we start to become more of a galactic citizen, right? More and more understanding our star nations are there, and that is where we came from, and that is where we will return. And it's, really accepting that emotional impact of knowing, of understanding that community, that's our greater community. This is what this a piece of elk bone horn is about community. So, really letting our heart's desire be aligned with community, because that will be a part of the power that is returning for all of us. This is our third chakra. And we have, the earth. Yeah, bring it back down to grassroots and this divine union with the self. This is really the soul's work right now. We have the great ones on our mother's side, the maternal great ones. We have third eye right in alignment. You won't be able to see this clearly, but I'll just tell you that heart that is all about the sacred union with the self is touching this horn tip that's all about work, right? The work in the world, soul's work in the world. It's coming from a higher calling, higher dimension. So make a wish as you go through these rebirthing experiences. Know that they'll come suddenly and unexpectedly, and it's really time. This has been a message for so long, the Saturnian energy. This is what's really transforming. I posted something on my Facebook page by a guy named, I believe it's Edward Grant, but it was a beautiful sharing about his travels, around the world, kind of a summary of his wisdom and knowledge of sacred geometry too, of how it was a beautiful example of how the masculine is healing, healthy expression of that within all of us, because that masculine energy is within all of us. It's that part has to heal within the feminine too. Our within, if even if you're a woman, is what I'm trying to say, you've got a feminine aspect to you, and we want that healed too on a frequency level. We want to feel like we can be passionate about either or any of those. That is the medicine to become whole again. And we definitely have almost all of the ancestors here. Mother right at the center, father here on in the bigger picture and the outskirts here, really supporting us in communicating, asking questions, receiving answers, listening, right? Listening. Um, and also the mind, keeping the mind open to something new, a new beginning. Right? A new beginning. Know that in the bigger picture, our visions are changing, transforming, being rebirthed. Um, and then I wanted to point out here, this is kind of interesting. It's the sword of truth right next to talking stick. So really speaking, and really grounding yourself in that first chakra, right? um, really feeling grounded in your own truth, whatever that might be, and then speaking it, sharing it, and then be willing to listen, right? Just listening, receiving feedback, listening to how that reverberates out into the world, right? Again, that it's like that reflection, noticing the reflection that we get back, because this is truly the way to align ourselves with this energy of God, what you want to call it, spirit. It's the eye of God, from looking from the inside out, not the outside in. That's, I think, been our fatal mistake, judging things from the outside when we really want to be looking at the inside, the frequency that resides within all things. Because if we can go deeply there, we realize we're all one. There is no need then to fight or battle over anything. We all will be provided for. This earth is so abundant, it's beyond our wildest imagination. And here we are trying to go out there into space, filling it with satellites so that we can sit there and stare at a cell phone. Well, why don't we just become the software? Why don't we realize we are the antenna? We don't even need the cell phone. It's just crazy. It's just more batteries, more garbage out there in the world, and that now is floating out in space. So, for whatever reason, all of that is awakening many of us to realize, this place that we realize, the answers are already out there. They live within us. And at the very center, it's like if we need to raise our frequency to bring these frequencies that are wanting to come in from a higher dimension. Uh, because it's time. It's time. The time has come, and now more light is coming in, and we can start moving forward into that light, expressing that light, equalizing ourselves with that light. So thank you for joining me. I hope you felt the expansiveness of the message and the reading this new moon. It felt really amplified as I was just expressing what I was seeing, as I was channeling these ancestors and these events that may be unfolding around us. And let us just rattle a few seconds to close the circle with gratitude and appreciation for being on this good red road. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and the preparation for your holiday season is one filled with joy, abundance, and passion. Aho.